Let's talk about the main environmental issue in Gorgona Island, Colombia. When you look for information about Gorgona Island online, you will probably see that the listed topics are about building a pier for the Colombian Navy and a radar system for the US government. However, we have more information about Gorgona Island that comes from before the internet existed. Gorgona Island is a place where many people have made money in the name of progress, but only a few have truly cared for the island, and their voices are often ignored. The island is covered in trash, including cement, metal, plastic, glass, and expanded polystyrene. Chips. Some locals do not see this waste, but they see the island as a way to achieve progress, while some government groups and scientists try to protect the island. Pollution increases and harms many ocean and land animals. Who do you think is the main villain in this story of Gorgona Island? Gorgona Island covers 62,000 hectares and it is one of the westernmost points on Colombia's Pacific coast. It was declared a World Heritage Site in 1984 and it is important for researchers due to its mix of tropical rainforests and marine environments, including coral reefs and rocky cliffs. This island, like Alcatraz, was turned into a maximum security prison following the design of Nazi camps. More than 4,000 prisoners were kept there. For 23 years, the prisoners faced a lot of suffering, and in 1984 the prison closed and the island was made a protected area. Now only ruins are left and nature is slowly taking back the land that was harmed. A good thing that happened after the closure of the prison was that environmentalists worked to add the island to the World Green List created by the World Commission on Protected Areas. And Gorgona Island eh, is special because it has a wide variety of plant and animal species. According to the newspaper El Espectador, the island is home to over 2,500 types of plants, nearly 400 types of fish, and 167 types of birds. In research studies, scientists discovered the blue lizard and so many marine animals, including humpback whales, Juvara whales, whale sharks, white sharks, blue foot fur-footed boobies, pelicans, tarantulas, and sea turtles. The island also has many shark species, including the white-finned shark, which is found nowhere else. Gorgona Island has also been attractive for illegal activities. In 2014, the FARC guerrillas attempted to take the island. They caused environmental damage with the explosives they used. This deterred tourists and led to an increased military presence. Some locals believe that the loss of tourists isn't a significant problem because tourists pollute and generate noise that harms the island's population, damaging the environment. Currently, certain animal species such as the shy blue anole and some harlequin frogs are endangered because of this. Gorgona Island is home of a variety of corals, including around 35 species from the genus Georgia. Unfortunately, many of these corals experienced significant population declines due to fungal infections and other diseases in 2007 and 2010. Specifically, the corals Gorgonia ventanilla and Aspergillus sitowi were affected by this affection. This disease caused a fungus associated with warming ocean waters. This has negatively affected the health of the corals. Um, this study um, mentions that 70% of the three common species of Georgia died at depths ranging from 12 to 20 meters. Scientists have noted that the symptoms of this fungal infection are similar to those observed in African swine fever. The Project Gorgona is the current issue in the news. Um, this plan is the plan is building a dock for the Coast Guard base of Colombian Navy, and the United States um, is the biggest investor in this project. Um, America wants to set up a radar system. Um, Colombian people knew about this plan in September last year, and this news angered the local community and government agencies related to the Gorgona and Gorgona Islands. Some experts even reported to Congress that both the Colombian president and the American or US president had personal interests in this area. And this interest is similar to what happened during the separation of Colombia and Panama and the control of the Panama Canal. We don't have any evidences, but yeah, that it was uh, what happened when the official visited the nature park. Coincidentally, in October 2024, the Colombian Navy collected 40 tons of this polluting material as reported by the leading Colombian news agency El Tiempo. The Colombian Navy stated that they discovered that fishermen uh, is creating another serious problem because the humpback whales are getting caught in nets left by them. So now our key players are the indigenous and Afro-Colombian communities living near the island, whose income comes from fishing and tourism. The Colombian government, led by the Ministries of Defense and Environment, the scientists who survived the persecution of environmentalists in Colombia and whose observations have been shared worldwide. And finally, the United States, which, due to its privacy policy, does not disclose information. So this is an issue that will likely take a long time or perhaps even lives to resolve. Each key player has their own reason for fighting for or against the dog and radar on Gorgona Island. While some argue they are willing to lose their income if the pier and radar are not built, others claim it is necessary due to trafficking and smuggling. Others maintain that only the pier should be built, leaving the radar out of the project. Many others assert that the Colombian government can build this pier and manage its territory. Still others emphasize the importance of addressing climate change and the threat of poses to the island endemic species. And yeah, and while everyone debates whether the Gorgona project should proceed, pollution and climate change worsen, and there have been no further reports of garbage collection in the area, nor have environmentalists been able to carry out their work freely. This environmental issue should matter to us because of its history and environmental reasons, since human rights were not respected there, much less those of nature. It is a place where many scientific studies have been carried out and where substantial evidence has been found on climate change and the urgency of prioritizing the well-being of our planet so that we and future generations have hope for a better quality of life. Finally, um, it cares uh, about this case because of the ethical problem of the authorities who are blind to see the Gorgona already has many environmental problems and this territory has suffered great ecological losses.